So on this one, I basically want to come back to this idea of like the difficulties that you as the client face when you're trying to decide, should I use a financial advisor or an insurance product? So you're in the middle. Obviously, you don't understand like personal finance, math, retirement accounts, marginal tax rates. All these things are complicated, and most people are busy with their jobs, busy with their lives, to really spend years, and it takes years to understand the value of this, to really dive in. It's not something you're going to learn overnight. But the downside is, again, I'm going to describe bad financial advisors and bad insurance advisors. The financial advisor is sitting over here saying, essentially, hey, let me manage your retirement for an ongoing fee that will cost you millions. Again, it really does cost you millions. I'll show you another video. So subscribe to the channel, and you'll get that video when it comes out. But yeah, and this ongoing 1% retirement fee, it's going to kill, both the wealth for you and your beneficiaries, right? So you're trying to decide, well, you need the help, but this doesn't sound attractive at all. On the other side is the insurance advisor, right? So he or she is saying, hey, let me sell you a one-stop retirement product that you will most likely cancel and get hit with huge surrender charges and walk away with very little, if anything, right? So these are your two options. Which are you supposed to choose, right? It's not really, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that's kind of like where the industry is. It benefits and profits from your lack of understanding and inability to distinguish a good financial advisor from a bad one, or a bad insurance advisor from a good one, So that's essentially the predicament you're caught up with, and there's huge conflicts of interest, right? And namely is that the financial advisor doesn't get paid on assets you invest in insurance products, right? On the opposite side, the insurance advisor, if you invest, with a financial advisor, he or she is not getting paid on assets you invest in the market. On top of that, the more expensive the product you buy, the more he gets paid. So his incentive isn't to find you the best product; it's to sell you a product with the highest commission, right? That's just, the interest incentives involved, right? He gets paid more the higher the commission product he sells you, and the higher commission product he sells you also happens to be more expensive, right? So, what are you supposed to do if you're sitting in the middle? What are you supposed to do? And that's the difficulty. There's conflicts of interest here. When ideally, like we talked about, they should be working together. So, and when I say working together, it's you essentially meeting with a financial advisor who understands who you are, specifically your risk tolerances, like what you're comfortable with investing in the market versus insurance products. And based on your needs and desires, he's like saying, okay, well, this amount should be in the market. This should be in insurance products. He's figuring out a solution based on your needs. So it's a holistic plan that incorporates insurance as a key part of the financial plan. So the financial advisor, again, large one-time upfront fee, and then ongoing updates, right? And we'll talk about the value of a financial advisor in the long term. But that's kind of how you should be looking at it. Again, the higher tax brackets you're in, the more beneficial it is to use insurance products. But you need a financial advisor who's explaining it to you and how this fits in to your holistic solution. Unfortunately, one of the things a lot of clients do is they'll say, oh, this sounds good. They'll go and get an estate plan, or they'll go and get, oh, these invest this, I'll pick this stock, I'll pick that stock. And they don't understand how everything kind of fits together. So that's where the financial advisor is, ideally helping you understand, like, how does everything fit together? You can't have 10 different individual pieces that don't actually fit together. It's like a basketball team, right? Like, you can't get 10 or 5 Kobe Bryants on the team. You need a Shaq, you need, other role players, to kind of, augment the team. So that's kind of how, you should think about it with both your parts of your financial plan. They all need to collaborate together as part of a holistic plan.